always pushing health, wealth, better understanding self, and giving praise to the Most High. So check this out, y'all. On my channel, I always go over the gangs, the fraternities, sororities, churches, the problems that's in the Black community that's keeping us from moving forward, right? And I've been canceling a lot of people on my channel. Y'all can check my channel that I feel like a lot of puppets to the industry is being put out here to influence us to do things that it's not in our best interest. So on my channel, I make it important for me to put the line in the sand so we know who's standing on the righteous side and who's standing on the side of the enemy. So Big U, right? He just got his 43 charges. I think the LAPD should be held accountable because they were doing business with him. They gave him millions of dollars, allegedly. And I think that the LAPD had ways to benefit off of having him in their pocket. I showed a video yesterday, a couple days ago, where William O'Neill was able to give the FBI information to kill Fred Hampton. And we need to change that. I don't think you should be able to get in trouble and tell on somebody else to help out your punishment. That don't make sense to me. That should be off the rule books. If you got me for something and you're showing the world that I did something wrong, there should be no reason that I should be able to help you make more money, get more people in jail, so I don't have to be accountable for the wrong that I did. This is the stupidest thing that I think that exists in the justice system that needs to be changed. But I'm gonna go over this video. Al Prophet did a good summary on the 43 new charges that Big U got. And some people are saying, like 600 is saying that this guy can really just tail up, and he can probably get 10 years, 7 years. This is ridiculous. I'm tired of this, bro. You got people life on the line and they just trying to just get out. They're gonna probably lie on people. They're gonna do anything. We have to start making people accountable. If you're gonna feel that he did all of this stuff, he has to be accountable. Let's get
shit around the internet. All y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all supporting this. All y'all guilty of this.
Okay, Big U has just been indicted again about 12 hours ago. A federal grand jury has returned a 43-count indictment charging a music label owner and purported anti-gang activist who was a longtime leader of a South LA street gang with dozens of felonies.
Everybody is supporting them shows, them 100 shows, all them shows. And y'all need to, everybody who following them, promoting them, anything. Y'all wrong. Y'all ain't black.
9 counts of attempted Hobbs Act extortion, 5 counts of Hobbs Act extortion, RICO embezzlement, intentional misapplication of funds from an organization receiving federal funds, 1 count of bank fraud, 1 count of tax evasion, 2 counts of willful failure to file a tax return. March 31st for the first set of indictments from the first set of charges from last week, but now he has another April 8th date for these charges, and there's far fewer people charged. This is not Operation Drawdown, which had all those people. This only has his right-hand man, Vay, Bear Claw again, Loose Cannon again, the girl from Trap Kitchen, Manny again, because she was putting money in the bank, Frederick Blanton Jr., 43 of South Los Angeles, Tiffany Shinrika Hines of Yorba Linda. So another set of people are, well, this looks like everyone in this indictment was also on the first indictment, but a bunch of the people on the first indictment are not on this. So they added some charges. So he got a bunch of extortion charges added. Wow.
TB running this here movie set in the hood. Coming out here, checking in with TB, getting these movies done. You better know. Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in, oh well. Check your ass out. We're going to check you in, all right?
So hearing Big U say that, right? He just said in another skit, man, you ain't black. Y'all doing all this. You liking the videos. But, bro, you around here making people check in and do videos. Your own people, bro. You making your own people You ain't doing that to nothing but us. You no different, bro, than a damn a slave master, man. And, and it's sad that people think that it's cool to treat your own people like this.
We're gonna check in all of your equipment.
Developing Options is primarily funded through the City of LA's Mayor Office Gang Reduction Grid Foundation, so they're upset about that. Finally, the indictment alleges that as part of the racketeering conspiracy charge, during the early morning hours of March 19th, while law enforcement was arresting other members of the enterprise. So this is the first when they rounded everybody up 8 days ago. Henley turned off his cell phones and fled his home. That day, Henley posted to the Crenshaw Cougars Instagram account claiming racial profiling, blaming his co-defendants and opponents for the criminal charges filed against him in a federal criminal complaint, and instructing the public not to associate with his co-defendants and known opponents. Oh, wow, he messed up. So they're looking at that as like basically a general witness intimidation against all of us. It's against the public. Remember, he said if you listen to these guys, you like and share and subscribe, it's your fault. Wow. So they're really, when he made that going away statement, everybody said he shouldn't have done it. And now the proof is in the pudding. The feds have mentioned this in this superseding or this extra indictment. And basically that he was instructing the public not to associate with his co-defendants and known opponents. That's witness tampering or threatening, wow. If convicted, Henley, Robinson, Martin would face a statutory maximum of 20 years in federal prison for the racketeering. The bank fraud, 30 years. So those loans are the worst things of all. The Hobbs Act, that's the money part. That's the robbery extortion. So he has a whole nother set of charges. Wow.
This is my last video before I turn myself in. I'm with my family. Talk to my sons, I talk to everybody, man. I'm saying, I'm gonna deal with this fight, see what it is. I just want y'all to know, all this stuff is quagmire. Shit's all bullcrap. I just need y'all prayers. I need y'all to, I don't even know what to say. 21 years, elevated my family, come back, sit in here and write and do what I need to do until I can come back home. People are supposed to help me. I hope you help me. If you can't, you don't worry about it. A lot of stuff out here in the straight trash. And I appreciate the love and I appreciate people who've been helping me. I don't know. It's hard helping black people and not being hunted for doing it.
Especially it might be to the right or the left.
Reach out to anybody who can help me, y'all.
You hear me?
Help my family. Appreciate y'all. Go. I'm looking at this video as I come in to turn my.
Now this is when he talking too much, bro. It's like you should have shouted out the people who supported you. You probably got people that still supporting you, but when you doing all of this, they still watching.
And I'm disheartened by the fact that they trying to say that I stole something from Development Option. I used Development Option for some front. Development Option paid my bills. They paid my house note. They paid the bills for my family, the money I made from as an employee for Development Option. I never mixed that with nothing. I didn't manipulate nobody. I didn't steal nothing. We did PPP loans. We did 2 loans. And that's it, just like everybody else did. I didn't use no fraud. I didn't get no fake name.
Now, I did see the money that he was putting out from his Developing Options business account, the paperwork from that. It was probably around $20,000, $30,000 a year that I seen from 22 to 24. No, it was someone that was in 2020, 2021, 2022. It was like 30,000. He took 10,000, 20,000 here, 10,000 here, 5,000 here, probably like 30,000 a year. So the point that I'm making is that you got this 501c3, and I go on my channel and speak on people who got a 501c3 that's attached to the government. Is you working for them. You have to do things to keep that 501c intact, just like the churches. You really can't help the community. Why you think ain't none of these people really helping the community? We have to go back to the 60s. We have to go back to the 60s to really see people really caring and helping the community. This is sad.
And one of them we was paying back and one they forgave. You know what I mean? And the other one we attempted for and they didn't give us nothing for it. I filed my taxes and them come around telling me I was using the Development Option as a cover. Cover for what? None of that's going to be true. None of that's going to be true. The government putting this big ass picture, they're going to arrest 21 dudes. Some dudes I don't even talk to. I don't even know nothing about. So how the hell you going to lump me in with all them? But it's all a big picture though.
You tied yourself to the government with that 501c3. You want to take money from them, they gave you money. You gotta act accordingly. And once they was probably, I feel like once they was probably done with you, it was like we don't really need them no more. But our people will be foolish enough to try to partner with the government, thinking that they gonna take care of you.
It's all the big picture. Now I'm gonna be sitting in here. It's gonna be years on my life. Then you going to get dudes who I don't even talk to. What they gonna say? You're ruining people's lives. I heard there's over 21 people that's been arrested. This shit wrong. It is what it is. Just pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for my family. Look at what we did. Look at what I did. I've been home 21 years. It ain't over though. That's what it's not. Blessings. I'm looking at all these charges on the news. I'm headed back to LA. And then I'm looking at the people they arrested. How you gonna go arrest people that I don't even talk to? That's a built-in liar right there. You know what I mean? So is that how they gonna work the case? Everybody know I don't fuck with Ken. Everybody know I don't fuck with Big Bang. So if you want to arrest certain dudes, and put them next to me, them are the dudes you gonna have to call themselves turn against me. Well, ain't no turn against me. I ain't going for that. You might as well go get 600 away. These dudes been saying I did shit all year. So what they're doing is they go on the internet, and these dudes say that I did shit on the internet. Then when you say I did on the internet, they go investigate it. Now you raiding my houses, raiding my shops, raiding all this stuff. And talking about I'm committing crimes and covering up a development option. What crimes am I committing to cover up a development option?
Okay, so he was indicted last week on fraud, robbery, extortion, tax evasion, and running a racketeering conspiracy in which he allegedly murdered an aspiring rapper. Before turning himself in, Henley made videos, etc. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. In the indictment, prosecutors referenced those videos, calling them an attempt to poison the jury pool. They also accused Henley of fleeing from law enforcement and obstructing the investigation. According to the indictment, Henley's phone stopped recording location data around 12:30 a.m. on March 19th, hours before law enforcement executed arrest. So he knew it was coming. Before allegedly fleeing his home in South LA, Henry left a subpoena. Well, I mean, Whack and 600 was right. They did warn him. I mean, I guess they did do him a favor. He left a subpoena on a table near a Seattle Mariners hat, which is a Rollin 60 sign.
So he knew the feds was coming because he turned his location off. He knew what time it was. So he had somebody in the inside that gave him a tip.
Damn. The indictment further expanded on Henley's purported grip on LA and the alleged victims who were required to check in with Henley in order to obtain protection before arriving in the city. According to the indictment, Henley recorded a video of a film crew in Hyde Park in 2017 and said on the recording, anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just check it in. But if you don't check it in, we're going to check you in, all right? We're going to check in on all your equipment.
TV running this here movie set in the hood. Come out here, check in with TV, getting these movies done. You better know. Anytime you want to do movies in the hood, just go check it in. We can make sure it's done. Movies, videos. But if you don't check it in, oh well. Check your ass out. We're gonna check you in, all right. We're gonna check in all of your equipment.
So they're still finding, they're going through the
So I guess that's helping the community. That's crazy.
internet and finding more and more stuff. Wowzers. Another thing, Henley arranged for a co-conspirator to collect an illegal debt in November 2022 from a current NBA All-Star player who purportedly owed $3 million to Big U Enterprise Associate. What's that all about? Henley, in multiple wiretap calls, allegedly recounting sending the co-conspirator to Minnesota. Who the hell plays in Minnesota? To collect several $100,000 on behalf of someone he referred to as Jew Boy. Henley allegedly took a portion of the debt owed as a fee for collecting it. The indictment also included details from wiretap calls in which Henley allegedly said he was bigger than Nipsey Hussle and that he had disciplined Hussle before the rapper's murder in 2019. Oh, wow. On a wiretap call in January 2023, Henley confirmed he wasn't feuding with Hussle. Well, Hussle was dead at this point. He added that no one could beef with them because if they did, I'ma kill him. Period. I, period, am, period, going, period, to, period, murder him, period. Nipsey had been dead for 4 years at this point. Henley is in federal custody already, of course. His arraignment is April 8th. Detention is April 10th. So he's got two separate... Oh, wow. This guy is in a world of trouble. Sheesh. Sheesh. So...
Yeah, so Big U was looking at, he's looking at probably copping out to 30 years, man. We'll see if he... I mean, of course he's going to work with the government. He already worked with them. But I think they're disciplining Big U. This ain't about him just probably being able to tell on anybody. They got to discipline him. They got to show him that, you ain't bigger than the program. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Love and appreciate y'all. I'm going live tonight and tomorrow. Make sure y'all tap in. I want to hear what y'all think about, you know, the news in the black community and how we're going to push forward. Peace and love. Catch y'all on the next one.
You are totally dependent on other people to take care of your needs because you don't have those roots sunk into the ground. To have a community, you must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax bases for your own people. You should at least control 4 basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.